Okay, welcome back to another round of Pokemon Red Out of Order. Last time that we got together, we took on the Safari Zone and the Fuchsia City Gym, took down Koga in a much easier fight than I thought that we had to deal with. So that's the second badge, is Koga. We picked up a couple levels. I used the 3 rare candies that I had handy to get Meow up to level 40 to learn Psychic, which it turns out was enough to sweep the entire team. Like, Meow with Psychic basically took out the entire gym by itself. It was impressive. I didn't really think that that was going to happen because I expected Koga to have a Venomoth, which I was going to use Oscar for. Oscar's my hot dog. But I must have been remembering a different generation because he definitely did not have that Pokemon. Okay. Okay, so what we're trying to do here is get to the deepest part of the park. I'll get a ride on. So I ran into one of Professor Oak's aides, and he said that I had caught 26 total Pokemon so far. And that he'd give me an experience share once I got to 50. So I don't think I'm going to get to 50 in here. I don't really super plan on getting to 50 total. But anything that I can catch that gets me a little bit closer is a little bit more helpful. I don't exactly remember the perfect exact path, but I've got a general idea. Why am I using a Safari Ball? That should have been a runaway. The deepest part of the Safari Zone, Zone 3, where we're going, is the only place in this game to get Tauros. And I believe it's the only place in the Safari Zone that Chansey spawns. Chansey has a spawn rate of like 1%, Tauros is like 4%, which is both lower than the Pikachu that took me a couple of hours to get. This is not the right zone. That pond that I'm going to have to get Surf to get across is also the only place you can fish for Dratini. There is another way to get Dratini. You can buy one in the game corner, I think. Down. Right about here is where I ran out of steps before. Oh, crap. Am I in the wrong place? I think I ended up in the wrong place. Oh! Okay. There's Tauros, though. Getting the ball, getting the ball, getting... No, don't run away. Fudge. Okay, so... Here's a stupid trick. Spinning around in place like this... It's not easy to do because you have to, like, hit the button really fast. But you can basically spin in place and never actually get your steps taken down. So you can just stand in one spot that spawns a Pokemon that you are trying to catch, and just keep on spinning around in circles in order to catch it. But, you know, sometimes you just keep walking instead. Saying in a corner like this. Okay, maybe staying in the corner doesn't work. I'm not sure, but I think I have a Doduo already. Fortunately, I got a handy way to check. Yes, I have a Doduo. It's not a coffee mug, it's full of hot chocolate. Exegutter is, like, legitimately, I think, the best grass Pokemon in Fire Red. What are you trying to get me to share? No, what are you trying to get me to share? My green mug? My beautiful green on the outside, and then other green on the inside mug? That's full of Mexican hot chocolate? So this, running around trying to catch Tauros thing that I'm doing here really should be done off, like, off screen, off camera. Because I'm sure it's not a ton of fun to watch. Just me sitting here attempting to spin around in circles. Am I just in the totally wrong place for this secret house? Okay, that's where I just came out. I know I was on the right track. Just walking the exact same route. I saw a Parasect before. I don't think I've caught one. Oh my gosh. Get out of here, Parasect. No one wants you anyways. I think I remember reading that... that they actually analyzed the data for this and figured out that nothing up there. Figured out that throwing a rock and bait actually do nothing. Yep, Cordyceps is at least one of the funguses that brain control ants. Oh, I never caught a Paris. Please tell me this is a secret house. Damn it. That's interesting. I don't think Tauros is supposed to be in this area. I would really like to add a Tauros to my team. There's the secret house. HM03. Okay, that's way more Pokemon than I thought could learn it. I thought 2 in my party could learn Surf, not 4. I'm riding a floating Snorlax. Okay, enough of that. Already got a Go Duo, don't need it. Yes, Rhydom uses Snorlax like a raft. Fat floats, don't it? That Doduo seems surprisingly colorful. Just looking around the tall grass. A Snorlax would be a really nice catch here. A Tauros, rather, would be a really nice catch here. But if I run out of steps, then that's going to be it for Safari Zone. I'm pretty sure I got a Nidoran female. Already got an Execute. Definitely gonna need a Reno already. Boy, people got upset about me mispronouncing Nidorino. I know, it's Nidoran, Nido King, Nido Queen, but Nidorino, it sounds wrong to me. It looks like it should be Nidorino. It's a freaking rhino. Wish there was an item that would attract more Pokemon. I'm clicking throw automatically because I keep thinking I'm like about to go into battle. I'm just gonna attack that thing to get rid of it. Alright. That's it for my safari adventure. Yeah, no Tars. Just gonna have to stick with Koji. Alright. So my next goal is actually Pallet Town, all the way back where I started. Oh man, I'm all out of hot chocolate. These freaking bikers. And they're everything poison. Trying to get a knockout before I get poisoned by smog. Yeah, Ash's hometown, back to the beginning. And with good reason, too. Because from Pallet, there's the poison. 3 of these things just constantly spamming poison. It's obnoxious. I'm all out of hot chocolate. I am going to go and grab a little bit more. Back with a refill. Why are we going to play back to Pallet Town? Oh no. where's my front? There we go. Anyways, the reason I'm heading back there is actually because there's two ways to get to Cinnabar Island. One is to surf from Fuchsia City, the one that I just left. The other way is to surf south from Pallet Town. The only thing I'm not sure of is whether or not I need strength in order to get the key to the gym. Yeah, I've got you a chocolate. It's right here. All you have to do is come pick it up. It's not rude, it's right here. I got a spare on the stove. It's waiting for you. These multi-hit attacks are almost as annoying as poison. In the first generation of games, I really don't know what the point of them is. In later games, you've got, like... Man, I'm still a ways away. In later games, you've got, like, abilities like Sturdy that make it so that your Pokemon can't get knocked out in a single hit. And there's an item, a Focus Sash, that does the exact same thing. So having those moves that hit twice at half the power, or 5 times at 25% power, those are actually useful in later games, because you are basically ignoring Sturdy, as long as you're not attempting to knock them out on the first of 2 to 5 hits. So there's a reason for them there. Here, though, it just seems like they waste time. Alright, so if I end up doing blue or yellow as a Nuzlocke run, yellow seems like it would be a little bit easier as a Nuzlocke run, because I'm pretty sure that you're allowed to use any Pokemon that you're gifted. And you get gifted Charmander, Squirtle, and Bulbasaur all just in the course of the story. But as many Pokemon use poison, I'm really actually kind of concerned about, you know, all my Pokemon getting knocked out really early and easy. I'm over here training Koji, like the next gym isn't a fire gym where I should have a high-level water type. So realistically, instead of switching to Koji, I should be switching to Mr. Fish, who's just a little bit under-leveled. Furo again. Nope, no need to switch. Of course, the big reason I keep using Koji for all the poison types is because he can sleep off the poison. Mr. Fish is only food for one bird, Mr. Unarata. Which is actually a stop that I need to make on the way back to Pallet Town. You need to use TMs to teach good moves to Pokemon. Pity they only give you one copy of almost every TM. Yeah. Sorry, I'm not screwing around with Sand Attack. Non-stop Sand Attack. So I think I'll make a quick stop at Saffron City. Pick up some Great Balls. And then see if I can make a detour to catch Zapdos. Gosh. Gotta get that quick attack in. No, is this the one that's in the way? Yeah. Do you want a Pokemon with me? Did I accidentally get myself stuck? Clefairy... Oh. Dog bite cat. Since when do cats growl? I've actually heard a cat growl before. Oh my gosh, lady. You're trying to make me feel inadequate. Oh, you would know you're a rat. Oh, this is just a patch of grass. That's all that's in here. Oh well, cheap experience. You got cats that are growling on your roof at 3 a.m. every night? Boy, that grew back fast. The badges are too cool. 2 because I have 2 badges. I know I should have like 4 by now. Maybe 5 coming the direction I'm coming from. Yeah, let's not do that. I definitely don't have that problem because it's very difficult for cats to get onto my roof. But I do have a couple that come and sit right out. Dick move. I do have a couple that come and sit right outside my door and just look at me. They look at me and the baby. The baby loves them. He'll remind me every time they show up, he's gonna point out the door and start babbling at him. Chop, 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 chop. Ooh, what we use to make room for agility? Yeah, roar is not actually necessary here. Yeah, always take your drugs out of the pier. Or the fence, or whatever this is supposed to be. Pidgeotto looks really... I mean, I'm not trying to fat shame him or anything, but Pidgeotto looks awfully fluffy in this version. Oh, wait. Use Ember here, save the PP for bite. Look at that chubby Pikachu. Dick move, Pikachu. Yes, yes, ha ha. You and your pee-pee. I know, making that joke gives you PP up, doesn't it? Haha. But knowing you, you go for the PP max. I keep on switching into Oscar, who can't do much right now, but I do want to get him up to level 50. I'm a little amused to see that Gyarados has the snake icon. The same one that... Good job, Mr. Fish. The same one that Ekans and Arbok have, and they might be the only ones that do. I mean, it makes sense, because that's generally its body type, but... I mean... Venusaur doesn't exactly look like a houseplant, right? Yeah, it's a good thing I didn't switch into Gyarados, I just get wailed. Are you kidding me? Pikachu. Screw you, Pikachu. Yeah, but Growlithe doesn't have cow body type. Which is, look, that's what it looks like. It looks like a bull. Venusaur Sprite even only looks like a houseplant from behind. Let's rest and get rid of paralysis. Then use Poke Flute to cheat sleep to being a turn shorter. And then headbutt this Meowth. I get little Mr. Fish leveled up, man. The bell was slow. You know, I was about to go like, oh my gosh, I have so many levels. How does he outrun me? I'm like, yeah, no, Snorlax is the slowest Pokemon in the game, I think. At least at this point. No, my speed fell. Whatever will I do? Wow, I forgot how hard the animation for Surf went. Yeah, but Snorlax isn't the only Pokemon that's always asleep. In this generation, yes, but that's not the point. These junior trainers are tougher than the ones in earlier routes. This guy up here looks like a sailor. I feel stupid switching like this because it's Magikarp, but at the same time I know that since it's above level 15 it's got Tackle. It could actually end up knocking out Oscar before he breaks through his dang old paralysis. Dang, even Magikarp outruns me. I'm not even switching out. That experience isn't worth it. Is this the fisherman? There's the super rod. So you're supposed to get the old rod, which only catches Magikarp. And then the good rod, which catches a few more Pokemon, before you eventually get the super rod, which I just got now. I haven't found the old rod. I'm not sure where it's at. I think I picked up the good rod in Fuchsia City. Okay, I'm Glad I switched out my weak one for that. Oh, look, it's Snorlax. Mine's bigger. Not only is mine bigger, mine wakes up faster. Oh, but I'm actually going to run out of headbutts. Nice chunk of experience. Snorlax is out of the way. Ah, no. That, I think I might be able to just keep looking no damage. Might be able to get a one-shot off of Surf. Yeah, let's get Garlic level up a little bit. So I'm mostly going this way in order to just get some extra experience. know it's not the most efficient route with all the fighting and stuff. So what am I doing? There's a town right freaking here. Also a route where I haven't cleared anyone. But they should all be much lower level. Yeah, so these are all guys I'm supposed to have fought like 3 gyms ago. You might like what I can find on this route. If I can't catch in this second Pokeball, though, I just have to move on. Oh, I already had one. Wasting my balls. I'm actually out of power points here. And you switch out for Nidorino. Okay, up to 31 owned. Okay. I'm gonna try to catch a Diglett real fast. not because I actually need a Diglett. Diglett is actually here in this dungeon just to give players a better chance at taking out Lieutenant Surge, because there's only a couple of ground-type Pokemon that you're likely to have encountered before seeing Lieutenant Surge. I think it's kind of unnecessary, though, because if you just picked up a Geodude a little while earlier, then you should be able to just pretty much ignore all of his electric-type attacks. Granted, you know, his Raichu might have Mega Punch or something, but that's a normal-type move in this game, which means that you're... oh wait, no, not Great Ball. Ah! Yes, in the first generation at least, if your box was full, then you just simply couldn't catch Pokemon. In later generations, probably starting around 3, they made a lot of quality of life improvements in 3rd generation. But probably around 3rd generation, they made it so that you could automatically deposit in your next box. So, you know, if box 1 was full, it would just go straight to box 2. Frequently, it wouldn't even tell you which box it was going into, which caused me an occasional little bit of concern in the newest games, even in the Legends games. Like, I'll catch a Pokemon and then go looking for my box, and I'm like, where the heck is it? A Dodrio would be even better. Right now I'm just trying to get a few more into my Pokedex so that... where's Garlic? There you go. So that when I next run into the professor's assistant and ask him, hey, give me a experience share, he'll actually give it to me. I know poison powder isn't doing anything, that's fine. I'm just trying to slow walk him into, to below half HP so that I can catch him more easily. Oh, Diglett is poisoned. That's what I'm seeing tick here. That's one of those things that would, again, really, really suck on a Nuzlocke run. By the way, I'm pretty sure that this game came out before they had, or before they figured out to put chat filters into things. So you could name your Pokemon basically anything that you want. Have I caught an Outage? Dang, I haven't. I should have caught that one. Well, next one I see. Why am I doing this? I don't need to do this. This is the opposite of what I need to do. Just like the Chatot custom microphone move. Yeah, basically as soon as I saw what that move did, I knew that it was going to be a problem. For anyone not aware, Chatot, when it was first introduced in 4th generation, yeah, Diamond and Pearl, I think. Oh yes. Dang it, I should have come here a long time ago. That would have saved me so much time. I wouldn't have to level Meow up. Chatot had a special move that it was the only Pokemon that would learn it. It was called Chatter. Now this game was on the DS, and the DS had a microphone. So when you used Chatter, you could actually record a soundbite. Then when you use Chatter in battle, it would play back your soundbite. A little bit adjusted, like tuned up higher because it was a parrot, I think. So, yeah, clearly a lot of people are actually using that to just cuss at their opponents. And, you know, call them expletives and stuff. Where am I going here? Yes, this is where I'm going. Actually, you know what? I better make a quick stop at the Pokemon Center and deposit extra items, because otherwise I might end up with too much crap. Don't think that I need strength for where I'm going. Flash is strictly unnecessary, like I've already gotten past the one point in the entire game where I need Flash. So, who cares about that? But, as you see, I'm using Cut like all the time. There's huge swaths of the game that you can't reach without Surf. And there are a bunch of puzzles, I guess you could call them, that require you to use Strength. Right now, I'm just using Surf. To come around bottom. this guy up. He might give me a, or she? I can't tell. They might give me a look at the levels I'm looking at. 30, that's not bad. What am I doing with garlic? I should be using Mr. Fish. Yeah, I'm not dealing with confusion, that's just annoying. It's kind of disappointing that Licky Tongue, in this game at least, does not learn Lick. Like, licking is its entire gimmick. It's built around the giant tongue. There we go, we're in the power plant. Where I guess I'll find some Pikachus. And some Voltorbs. There's a bunch of Pokeballs like that that look like items that are actually Voltorb. Ooh. That's close. Really don't care too much about catching the Magneton, except to add it to my Pokedex. I should try to put it to sleep or something, but... oh my gosh. I got nothing to put it to sleep with. Come on, man, are you kidding me? The Great Balls are not intended for a Magneton. Oh my god. thriving ecology of Pikachu in this power plant. Oh my gosh, it's level 40. If I'm lucky, it'll explode. Yep, it definitely used self-destruct. Let's try a Great Ball before it explodes. Ball in a ball, it's ballception. These self-destructs are about to get problematic. My gosh, this place is loaded with Pikachus. I do not remember... Ooh. I do not remember there being anywhere near this many Pikachus. Like, I remember them being here, but I remember it being a reasonably rare encounter. That's a Magnemite, not a Magneton. So... that's a different Pokédex entry, right? Okay, are we back? Wrong move. My bad. That was supposed to be rest to get a little safety out of there. Alright, are we back? Well, we're sort of back. Oh gosh. We're sort of back, so I got a power outage. Hooray! That actually might be enough to knock out Garlic. Yeah, see how the lights are all out? My camera is going in and out, and as far as I can tell, jumping all over the place. I think maybe it's having a hard time with the, amount of light that I've got right now, because I'm going off of a couple of candles. Yeah. How is everything still working if that's the case? Well, yes. I switched internet, my router is not up, but my phone is. So I switched to my phone shared Wi-Fi. And my computer's running on battery. It took just a couple of minutes to set up. Meanwhile, I really hate it when it does this. I'm just turning the camera off. Let's make a couple of quick adjustments here. There. Just so I don't send anyone into epileptic seizures by bouncing all over the dang place on camera. Every once in a while it does that when I first set it up. Like when I first turn on OBS in order to record and stream, but that's the first time it's happened midstream, and I'm sure it has to do with the outage. Okay, we're now under half, so it's time to start throwing balls. Hey, Porygon did nothing wrong, okay? It was 100% Pikachu's fault. I know this for a fact because I have watched Electric Warrior Porygon. Electric Soldier Porygon. Okay, I'm trying to go out, but I think I just went deeper in. Oh geez, that's an Electrode. Good thing I switched. Still a buttload of damage. I feel like perhaps in terms of level... Oh gosh, come on, don't die. I feel like in terms of levels, perhaps I'm a little bit low to be here. Then again, I'm here in order to try and catch Zapdos. Come on, Koji, you're doing all its work for it. You've now landed more hits on yourself than it has. Take a nap. Too bad rest doesn't clear confusion. Good time to snap back confusion. This one I think I can take. I'm leaving. Okay, so I definitely found Zapdos, but my party's wrecked. So let's... heal up real quick. And then come back with a fresh party. I actually think Voltorb might be useful here. Electric type advantage, yes, but I'm actually looking more for something that can give some status effect. And I think Hypnosis might be it. Because I think Zapdos is several levels higher than any Pokemon that I have right now. What the heck was that? Because it's either level 40 or level 50, I forget which. But either way, this is going to be like a massive freaking fight to try to get to stay in a Great Ball. And I've been using Garlic's Poison Powder and Leech Seed to whittle lower level stuff down. But in this case, I don't really want to do that because I think that I'm going to end up getting it... I think I'm going to end up getting it down to... Oh no. Okay, good. I think I'm going to end up getting it down to pretty low HP, and then it just... This isn't the right way, is it? I'm going to end up getting it down to low HP, and then it's not going to stay in the ball, and it's going to end up getting knocked out by Poison or Leech Seed. Being said, this also seems like a okay place to grind levels. I mean, granted, a lot of stuff's like level 20, which isn't giving phenomenal experience. But there's stuff kicking around that's like 35 that's giving pretty decent experience. I think Oscar's getting better experience for the stuff that he can one-shot than he gets for the stuff that I have to switch something into. Keep going, right? I was also thinking maybe I should bring that Eevee in here because it knows Sand Attack at level 25. It might be good to just make it virtually impossible for Zapdos to hit me. You know, I think it's weirdly fitting that I got a power outage in the power plant. Like, Oh, tonight I'm going to go after the power plant just for the fun of it, and my power goes out. I did have the lights flicker once. I say that as the lights flicker in the game. I'd be very amused if I caught Zapdos and then immediately, boom, all the power came on. Yes, exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking. A couple more of those and Oscar might level up. Okay, so now Pikachu's starting to feel like a rare encounter, even though I ran into one as soon as I walked in the door, and then saw 3 more pretty much back to back. I think the electric bird eats electric mice. You think that's how he recharges? Oh, Unarada, you might want to check my YouTube today, or Instagram or TikTok, whatever's your poison, because I dropped my short, 2 minutes and 56 seconds or something, about the hint that there might be Anthro Pokemon in this game, or in the Pokemon world. Oh no, oh no, 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 no. I just did this without saving. Boom, made a save state. Okay, so if I don't catch it, I should be able to reload back to the save state. Look at that, level 50. Wait, is Drill Pick a one-hit KO move? Christ, it's not a one-hit KO move, but it's two-shotting everything I've got. Okay, that was a critical hit. I was going to say, I thought that Mew was going to be a little bit more resilient than that. But no. Two critical hits there. You know, I thought I maybe had made a good choice to bring in something that was resistant to lightning, to electric, but here I am and just missing every single paralysis check. resistant, but 24 levels difference. Oh, hey, okay. I missed the Pokémon? I missed the Pokémon? How? Okay, that's new. You missed the Pokémon. I have literally never seen that before. Well, at least I'm not paralyzed. Oh my gosh! With a critical hit on the... Oh my lord. That is... realistically... a good hit from my Venusaur might be the only realistic way that I can do anything here. Let's try not to knock it out. It's a KO right there. Okay, so Zapdos is very low right now. Jesus. God. I think I can only hit it when it has a status effect on. Like, it was asleep that one time. Yeah, well, the problem is that the one thing I've got that actually can put him to sleep just got one shot. I've got one other Pokemon that can... I got one other Pokemon that can... I got one other Pokemon that can poison him. Let's see if I can get lucky with a burn. I mean, chance of burn is super, super low. But it would make all those drill pecks a lot weaker. As long as I'm not paralyzed. What? It can't be affected by poison powder? Okay, there it is. I'm gonna say, if it can't be poisoned, and sleep wears off, and it's electric, so I don't think that I can hit it with Thunder Shock. Drill Peck's a one-hit KO on grass types. Execute is a sacrificial lamb here. That's a one-hit KO. With the critical hits. Critical hits, so it's not so much that it's getting lucky on the critical hits. Critical hits are based on speed. But in this case, it does seem like I'm consistently outrunning it, so it shouldn't be winning on, or getting lots of crits based on speed. Okay, so if this starts missing, it has to be asleep. So the only way that I can do it is if it's asleep. Which is a huge problem, because I've only got one thing that can put it to sleep. And it's a really low level, comparatively. It's a really low level, and Drill Peck gets a one-hit KO every time. Critical hits ignore. Critical hits like that ignore status changes, so even though I took its stats down, it acts like it's still at full. Speed down would be nice. No? Dang it. Oh, that totally just ignores all the stats changes there, too. Missed, of course. I mean, look, wiping out is literally the only way I can get out of this fight. Oh my god, Zapdos. You missed is the biggest BS I've ever seen in this game. What the heck? That is wild. Yeah, there is literally nothing I can do about this right now. That's just like a hard block. Well, so much for that detour. I feel like I wasted a ton of time. At least you got moves to get the bird to sleep. Yes, I've got a couple, but the problem is that they're on Pokemon that are like 30 levels lower than it, and also grass type, which it one-shots. Like, Garlic is my highest level grass type at 38, and it gets one-shot by Drill Peck. So yeah, I've literally got nothing that can put that guy to sleep. Okay, how do I get back to? Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think that my Venusaur has learned Sleep Powder yet. Or maybe I decided not to teach it Sleep Powder. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. So I need to go all the way back down to Viridian City? Because I think that the way back to Pallet Town is actually through the Diglett Tunnel. Speaking of, did I actually catch a Diglett? Yes. on Outage or Doug Trio. Yeah, the problem is that sleep is just a really... Sleep can be either like an automatic win or just about useless in this game. Because when you put something to sleep, it stays asleep for like 0 to 8 turns. Like, you can literally wake up the very next turn, so if you put something to sleep and then switch Pokemon in order to, you know, do something else, you're out of luck. I'll be right back. So, yeah, sleep, it does that. Now, there's only one move that has perfect accuracy to put stuff to sleep. And that's Spore, and the only thing that learns Spore is freaking Parasect. Now, it's a grass bug type, so that can be way over-leveled, and it's still going to get one-shot by Zapdos' Drill Peck. Pure City. Mama. Yes, I will definitely trade Abra for Mr. Mime. Is it a good trade? No, not really. But, you know what? I can catch more Abras. I can't catch a Mr. Mime. It's only level 10, too. I wonder if its level is based on the level that you trade to them, because the one I just traded was level 10. I already got through the rock tunnel. Here. Oh, well, okay. I'll put that in the bank and never use it. I remember the level 2 Rattatas. Barely even worth fighting. Okay, back to Pallet Town. Gonna go sleep with Mom. There we go. And then... oh, this is the patch of grass where you can find Tangela. Can you tell I'm moving? I'm moving. I'm going straight south. Oh, there we go. We've got a west barrier now. Can't go in there, the door is locked. Okay. So I'm actually here on Cinnabar Island, and this is where you can encounter the legendary Missing No. Oh, shoot. There's no room left to store items. I mean, it's not really horror behavior. There's literally stuff in here that I can't get rid of. I can't throw away HMs. The TMs you only get one copy of. The Helix fossil, okay, that's on me. I should have pulled that out and gotten it revived into a Ammonite in the previous town, but honestly, I forgot. Oh, I guess I can toss certain items. Yeah, I forget what the exact method is, but for whatever reason, this bar right here, like this one vertical column that's like halfway on the shore, pulls from like a weird table. Look, see, I'm surfing and I'm running into rattatas. Why does it keep doing that? That's obnoxious. So actually, I might be able to encounter a missing note here. I think that the actual technique to use is like, I think the actual technique is like go and talk to the old man that's out there sleeping in Viridian City, and then fly over here and surf, and that causes it to like change what table it's trying to pull Pokemon from. That's basically what's happening here, is instead of pulling from the table for the water, like it's supposed to, it's pulling from a different encounter table. And I think that tutorial that the one old man gives you causes it to go to an entirely different table. Nope, did I just knock out all of the rats and burps? They were coming in quick sequence and then they disappeared. You know what this is? I think that this is the Pallet Town encounter table. It's like pretty much the only place that you're going to run into Tangela. Shoot, come on, Oscar with the critical hits. Pretty much the only place that you can run into Tangela is a tiny little sandbar just south of Pallet Town. So if you manage to surf at the very beginning of the game, you can skip right to it and grab Tangela. And it seemed like it would be about the right level for Rattata and that Raticate and stuff like that to show up too. That's what I think is happening. I think it's pulling from like the most recent town that I was in. I'm actually just killing time right now because my power has still not come on. And my phone, which was already not full, is getting a little bit close to dying. And when that happens, it's just gonna cut my internet off entirely. I don't think that I'm going to encounter a missing no here. But I'm amused to see that it's still pulling stuff. Oh! Right, this is how you can... This is also how you can force it to spawn... Safari Zone Pokemon. Like, if you can get this to pull the Safari Zone table, then you can farm Tauros and Chansey and stuff over here. Yeah, unfortunately power will not probably be coming on tonight, so I don't think that I'm going to... And this is already running longer than expected as a result of Zapdos. So I'm going to call it a night now. We did make it all the way to Cinnabar Island. You can see we took the long way because we pretty much went all the way around the outside of the map instead of going just south and then straight west. The reason I did that is explicitly to avoid strength. I know that the Seafoam Islands, which are not going to show up on the map, Seafoam Islands there, I know that the Seafoam Islands require me to use strength in order to push boulders around and stuff, and in order to get strength, I would need to take on the Celadon City Gym, which I don't want to do right now. That would be close to in order. So I'm going to call it a night. We will try to take out this gym here next time. Thank you for joining me. Alola, and have a wonderful night.